Hey friends, welcome back to Simplified by Singam. And today's video is very special because this is actually the final video of this beginner Python course. First of all, congratulations to you for making it this far. If you have followed along with all the exercises, you have already built a solid foundation in Python programming and you should be proud of yourself. Also, before we begin, I just want to say sorry because I was not active last week. I had some technical issues going on, but now I'm back and I didn't want to end this course without giving you a proper final lesson. So let's dive into today's exercise. So we are going to write a program that divides. So here basically we have to develop a program that prompts the user for two numbers and divides the first number by the second and use the try except structure to catch possible division by zero errors and display an appropriate message. So here we are actually going to write a program that divides one number by another, but there's one catch. What if the number is zero? In math, dividing by zero is not allowed. You already know that. And in Python, if you try it, you'll get an error and your program will crash. That's where exception handling comes in. So here we'll use try and except blocks to catch that error and show a friendly message to the user instead of letting the program crash. We have already done this exercise before while learning the exception handling. So let's try it again. All you have to do is try num1 int of input, enter first number, and num2 int of input, enter second number. And now let's try dividing by just doing num1 by num2. And then you just print the result is result. And then when we have an exception, when we have an error, just give zero division error. And then you just print error you cannot divide by zero. And also you can give except value error and you can just print error, please enter valid numbers only. So here the try block contains the code that might cause error. So here is that division, which is num1 by num2. So this except zero division error block catches the error when someone tries to divide by zero. So instead of crashing, we just print you cannot divide by zero so that even user can understand. And I also added an except value error to handle cases where the user might type a word instead of a number. So that way our program is even more, beginner friendly. Okay, let's run this. Mm, enter first number 8, second number 0. So friendly message, you cannot divide by 0. Okay. 8 2. The result is, I think I have to give it an. I think now it'll work. The result is 4.0. Nice and smooth. So this is how we handle exceptions, and let's also give character and let's see. See, please enter a valid numbers only. Sometimes user don't know what to give or maybe it happens. So at that time we can just give value error so user can understand that we can just give numbers. So there you go. That's how you safely divide numbers in Python using exception handling. And with this, my friends, we officially complete our beginners Python course. So try block contains the code that may have an error. You never know. Sometimes the code runs, sometimes the code might have an error. It depends upon value, right? We never know whether user gives 0 or user gives a character or user gives exactly a number. So it depends upon the input. So when we are in a situation that we cannot decide, there cannot be, there cannot be an error. So when you're not in a position to decide whether it's right or not, so at the time you can just keep that code under try block. And if there is an error, then it will just print according to that. So this is how you can handle errors. And this is really safe when you're running the program because it will not crash the entire program. It will just show you this error message and it will run the rest of the lines in the code. So here I used two exceptions. One is zero division error. This will print if the second number is zero, which is num2. And value error is print. It will print when the user gives any special characters or any characters, something like that. So there you go. That's how you safely divide numbers in Python using exception handling. And with this, my friends, we officially complete our beginner Python course. It's a big congratulations to you. You have not just watched tutorials, you have practiced, learned, and grown. That's really huge. But your journey doesn't end here. To help you continue, I have created a special ebook. So we as a team created a special ebook that contains all the important Python basics, which are neatly explained with examples and exercises. So you can think of it as your handy Python guidebook that you can refer to anytime, even offline. And I'm going to keep that link in the description. Make sure to grab your copy because it's the perfect way to revise everything we have covered in this tutorial, and it will also help you to keep your momentum going. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming advanced Python tutorials I'll be releasing. Once again, congratulations, you're officially a Python beginner graduate. Keep coding, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next journey.